Good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning. Yes, again, the beautiful reminder that we get to choose. You get to choose, I get to choose, we all get to choose. Write that down in your notes. I always have a choice. You can't write that down enough. And that's what we do here in these daily study calls of Master Your Mind. We learn the power that we have inside of us, that hidden power that we can use to shape anything that we would love in our life. Remember, your mind is the gateway to creation. Write that in your notes. My mind is the gateway to creation. And what's in mind? Well, gosh, we just talked about that. Your ability to choose your thoughts. And then with that, your imagination, your perception, your reason, your will, your memory, your intuition. See, all the tools you need that will help you to deliver whatever outcome it is that you seek. And that right there, that one beautiful truth combined with all of that wonderful, beautiful information will help you in a big way, but only if you use it, only if you apply what we're sharing with you to your imagination, your perception, your reason, will, memory, and intuition. Remember, that's what you have in you. You've always had it and you'll always have it. It's just a matter of whether or not you'll use it. All right, so with that being said, again, we're so grateful that you're here with us here in Master Your Mind. And we hope that you're getting a lot from this and that you're applying it, most importantly. We also hope that you do have a copy of this book, which is what we've been studying, which is The Master Key System by Charles Haanel. Now, one thing, again, I want to remind you of about information, because there is a lot of information in here. And that is, remember, information is not power. Knowledge is not power. It's only potential power. And the only way that this knowledge, what I'm sharing with you, what we're going over, will have power in your life is if you will, what is it? Use it. See, it's application, baby. That's what it's all about. If you don't use what we're sharing with you, your life's going to remain the same. But you know what's really cool is that those of you who have been here diligently, you have been seeing the change. And for that, I want to say thank you for using what we're sharing with you. Now, with that as well, make sure that you also have a goal card, something that you can write your beautiful ideal down on, and make sure that it's very clear. Now, with that being said, I need to give you another reminder that it's not about the goal card. It's not about the affirmations. It's not about your vision board. It's about the emotion you have about those things. See, it's about the tone, the frequency that you're on when it comes to those things. See, if you're just writing it down as something intellectual, I got news for you. You're not going to move. Why? Because we don't move from anything that's intellectual. We move based from a feeling. Now grab onto that. Every action you take, the movement you take with your body is 100% motivated by feeling. And feeling comes from how you're thinking, which leads to another beautiful reminder for you. It's not you become what you think about most of the time. It's you become how you're thinking most of the time. And that how is rooted in what you believe to be true and the habits you have. Wow, it's so good, isn't it? All right, so now let's dive into where we are in this beautiful masterpiece, the Master Key System, and go over what we touched on yesterday. Now, here's a statement from George Matthew Adams, which is on page, let's go ahead and flip the page here. It's on page 249, okay, 249. And this is what we closed with yesterday, but we're going to go into it again. Learn to keep the door shut. Keep out of your mind and out of your world every element that seeks admittance with no definite helpful end in view. Now, what's that a reference to? Now, I'm going to read this again. Now, remember also as well, this is where you've got to use it in your thought process. Learn to keep the door shut. Keep out of your mind and out of your world every, not some, every element that seeks admittance with no definite helpful end in view. In other words, just don't allow any idea to come into you. Be very selective about the ideas that you become connected with. See, that's a reference to you understanding that you need to have this beautiful mental discipline. Why? Because your mind way is the gateway to creation. Now, what's beautiful to help you to see this clearer is through this crazy awesome stick person. Now, this is something I definitely recommend that you study and use in your life. This, without question, is the most valuable idea that I've ever come across. I know you've heard Bob Proctor say that. When he said that, I was going, oh, yeah, right. Well, then when I started to study and use it, I realized, oh my God, he was right. But again, the reason why this is so valuable for me is because it helped to put things in order. Remember, order is heaven's first law. Now, with reference to this, when you think about what he's talking about here, your mind is the gateway. See, you have the conscious mind, the subconscious mind. And notice how the mind is big and it's all unified together. Then you have your senses, see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. With that being said, this conscious mind is where the choice happens, where you get to accept it, reject. This is where all the intellect is. And within the intellect are your imagination, perception, reason, will, memory, intuition. Now, I want you to notice how it's here and it's connected to what we call the subconscious mind, which is the heart. As you thinketh in your heart, so are you. As you thinketh based on what you believe to be true, which is here, the habits you have, so are you. So are the outcomes of your life. Well, guess how things get molded here and shaped here, how they take root? They got to go through the conscious mind. Whatever's held here automatically gets impressed here. Now, if you want to dive deeper into understanding that, oh my gosh, I recommend that you get this beautiful little pamphlet. It's a wonderful tool to help you to understand exactly what we're talking about here. But now, again, with this being said, you see, this is where you've got to guard your thoughts. Just don't allow whatever you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch to go into you. You know, you get to accept or reject whatever's there. And again, why is that so important? Well, because whatever's held here automatically gets impressed here. So here's a practical example. Think, for instance, about your current circumstances. Maybe they're not favorable to you. Maybe you're not earning what you would love to earn. Maybe you've been feeling stuck and it keeps happening again and again and again. That's stuckness. Why does that keep happening? Well, it's not because you're dumb or stupid. It's because a lot of attention is being given to whatever that circumstance is. Whatever you give attention to, that's what you're giving life to. That's what's being impressed in you subconsciously. So if you don't guard your thoughts, if you don't make it so that you're very selective about the ideas that you're going to connect with, I have news for you. You're going to receive a life of more of the same. And is that what you want? No, it's not, is it? I'd say, no, it's not. I don't want that. I want big, beautiful change. Type that in the comments. I want big, beautiful change. Well, in order for that to happen, where must you make the changes first? Inside. See, remember, your outer world is a reflection of what's happening in your inner world. And in terms of that reflection, it's a perfect reflection. So if you want to change what's in the reflection, you've got to change what's in front of the mirror. And this is a reference to what's in you. Not you, what's in you, which leads to another important, powerful truth. And that is, you are not in the way. You are not stopping yourself. You are not your own worst enemy, and you for sure aren't self-sabotaging. That's a lie. What's in the way is the program embedded within you. It's what's set in your mind. And what is set in your mind? And that's mindset, right? Well, what's set in your mind? Your beliefs, your habits. Change that, your life will change. And that is why this is so important for you to get. Okay, so now let's go deeper